Good evening. I'm so glad you are all here tonight. Um, so in our class, every Saturday I do a Cricut Design Space class. It's completely free. Completely free. There's no charge. If you subscribe to my channel, it's completely free. And in order to chat in the live chat on YouTube, you do have to subscribe to my channel. Um, and it's free. Uh, I also want to show you what we did in our designs, not design anything, in our monthly crop we did Tuesday night. We made this. I added a little glitter because I saw some of you were doing it with glitter and I thought, oh, I love that glitter. So this is one of those pinwheel cards that I just love. It folds flat. I didn't put glitter all the way around just because I had to let it dry before I turned it around. But you guys are so awesome. You, I just love seeing what you guys do with my designs. Welcome, Debbie. Um, and you can get over 1,000 of my Design Space projects from my website, Melody Lane Inspired. All you have to do is support my channel on patreon.com/Melody Lane, and Nightbot should be able to add that if you stick Patreon in the chat. It's only $2 or $21 for the year. You also get that if you join my channel at $4.99 on YouTube. If you're just wanting the project files, the best way to do it is on Patreon for only $2. You'll get all the files. If you support my channel on Patreon for $5, you get all the files, plus you get in the monthly crop. You also get into the monthly hangout and support at any amount, and you get into my daily crafting Zoom. I'm not usually there. Usually, I've never been there. But a lot of you are there and are enjoying it, crafting with each other. Anybody that supports can hop on there. I just want to give that. So many people ask, well, how do I support your channel? So look in the chat. There are links there. Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Jamie. So tonight's project, I did change the project just a little bit. And let me switch over to the screen. So this is the project. You can see these images are in Access. I'm going to hit customize. Well, wait, let me show you how to find it. If you go to my website, melodylaneinspired.com, you go to supported projects, because if you support, you should have my password to get into my projects. It changes once a month and I post it. Wherever you support, you should be able to find it. Thank you, Deborah. So we're going to go in here. Whoops. I hit the wrong digit. And we're going to find this project. Right now, it's also under new. If we go to new, there's actually 2 of them here. So this is the one that we created in Design Space class. If you go to that video, I think I listed it in the description. If you go to that video, you can get this without supporting me. I put it in the chat, so you can click on the link in chat and get this one. I did change this one a bit because I love these palm trees, but they are very pointy, and that means that they take a lot of computer memory, and they're much harder for Design Space to do, and I could not weld it to the bottom like I wanted to. It's because of those palm trees. And I knew that, but I loved those palm trees. So I like this image as well. But then I changed it. I changed the palm trees. I welded it to the bottom. This word I ungrouped and it turned out like that, and I love it like that. So we're going to make this one. I've already cut it. I'm so happy I mirrored it. Surely, as of right now, there's 1,004 projects. So we're going to click open, and then you click open again. You do not click download. If I click this, it'll say download. You do not download my projects. You open them. There's nothing to download or to ungroup or anything. And then it comes up like this. And then we're going to hit customize. It may say edit a copy. And I'm going to replace what's already there. And so this is what we're doing. I do have the black attached together. We are going to press all of these down on the mat or the shirt at the same time. And when I cut this, because I wanted the backing for this to fit all three of these, I did something special. So, well, you'll see that in a minute, but let me show you how I did it in Design Space. I added a shape to this to cut this out. And unlock it, make the shape fit over those three images. And actually, I'm going to move this to the side for a minute because I'm going to duplicate this 2 times. So I have 3 squares here. I'm going to select the squares. I'm going to align and center. I'm going to select those 3 squares and attach. Okay, so now I'm going to bring this piece over. We'll bring it to the front so you can see it. And this does cover all those, yes. The reason I'm doing this is because I want my machine to cut out this entire box all the way through the backing. These pieces, we don't want it to cut the backing. We want it to cut the backing on this piece. So I'm going to attach this. It's going to make me detach it first. So I'm going to select it all and attach it. It will change it all to the same color, but we can change that. That's not the right color that it was, but it doesn't matter. So then when we cut this, it's going to look like this, but it's still going to cut out our piece here, and it's going to cut this big square out completely. The reason we want that square cut out completely, let me move it to the back, is because we're going to line up these pieces on top of the backing for this top piece. Now, if you don't understand what I'm saying right now, you will see it because we're going to do it actually. So don't worry if you're not getting it, but I will show you that. Excuse me, I do have a cough. And welcome everybody on Facebook. The Facebook chat is finally working. So we're live on YouTube and Facebook, my personal page, Cricut Design Space group, and my Patreon exclusive group. Okay, and then we're just going to go to make it, and we have to mirror. Now, I've already done this, so I'm not wasting your time. I just want you to see, make sure you mirror. And you have to mirror all of these. Even though there are no words, you need them mirrored because this top one does have the top of the sunshine cut out of it. This top up here, the sunshine, will fit on top of that. And then when you hit continue, if you're using Infusible Ink, I go to browse all materials and just search ink. And hit the search. Infusible ink sheets, I should make those a favorite and click done. And then when you click this, you never have to choose this again. It's awesome. It will just keep that for you. Okay. Let's do the shout outs real fast. Here's a shout out to a few of the people who support this channel on Patreon. Angela, Melissa, Laura, Linda, Andrea, Erica, Joy, Darlene, Sharon, Faith, Barbara, Jen, Sheila, Cherise, Linda, Leslie, Amy, Cynthia, Carrie, Lori, Bobby, Connie, Kim, Debbie, Anna Maria, Robin, Wanda, Lori, Amber, Kathy, Patricia, Charlotte, Teresa, Kelly, Barbara, Tanya, Crystal, Vicky, Anne Marie, Lisa, Cheryl, Darla, Irene, Sylvia, Michelle, and Christy K. And a huge thank you to my VIPs. Okay, Mary Lou asked if I've already done this in the file for you, and I haven't. But let me, the reason I didn't is because it will look funny and people won't understand if they didn't see this video. Let me duplicate this. You know what? Let me go back. I want to keep that color that it was. I don't know what color that was. Wait, there it is. Nope, that's not the color it was. There it is. I'm going to duplicate this, and I will make it, but I'll hide it. So this fits in there. We arrange this to the front. So I'm just going to group this. So you can ungroup this if you want. And then I will attach this. So make me detach and then attach. And we will change it to the same color as that so you know it's for that piece. And I will hide this. So I'm going to save it. So if you want that already done for you, because some people might not want that, I don't want to leave it as the only option. I'm going to go ahead and save this. So if you've opened this file already and saved it to your account and you want that done for you, all you have to do is click this part that says attach, and it will have these 3 squares in that piece. So you can use that piece, and then you would just hide this one. It would be the top one, which is that one. So then you'd hide that one when you go to cut. Okay, let's get started. I do need to find my, I was going to get that, and then I started doing something else, and I didn't finish my sentence. The Cricut Heat Guide. I'll give you guys a link to the interactive heat guide. I was going to put that in the description, but I haven't. I can't promise I'll remember to do that. So I just added it to there. And I want to make sure I have this up so we can follow that in just a minute. Okay, so this is the only raglan shirt I have that is white and black. It is a youth, I think, a youth small. So I'm not sure it's gonna fit this one, but I thought this design would fit so cool, or look so cool on the raglan that is white. I didn't want to do it on the gray raglans. And if it's not, I have just this plain white t-shirt. And so next time these are on sale, I have something to buy. Stock up on the raglan shirts. I think it'll be good. It's like 6 to 8 inches, so I think that will fit there. It's such a cute t-shirt, isn't it? I don't know anybody who this will fit, so I had an idea. I thought about hiding it in my craft rental house, and one of you who are watching this video may find it if you want it, and then you can keep it. Okay, so what we use is black. This is the black one. I used it from this one. You can also, there's solid colors of just black. You can do that also. And for the middle pieces, or for the, you know, the sunset pieces I'll call, I use this one for the bottom one. I thought that was really pretty. And then this one for the middle blue one, I thought about using this one too. but instead I used a piece from this rainbow piece, and that's going to be the top piece. I'm not sure exactly what color it's going to be. Okay, so we're going to put these over here. I just wanted to show you, this is Mermaid Rainbow, and then this one is Watercolor. I'm going to buy more of these too. They're on sale. That's really, they're just beautiful. And then I use the black piece from this because I love this piece. So I have 4 of these boxes and I never use black. Okay. I did cut this, but I did not take this off the mat. I wanted to show you weeding a little bit because weeding infusible ink is so different. And so many people have said they don't know how to weed infusible ink, or they've never used infusible ink. So I don't want to waste all this. Looking for my scissors. So I'm going to cut, just with my scissors, this off because then I could reuse this. Doesn't have to be straight. I can cut a little off the bottom. Okay, now to weed this, we're going to weed out everything except for what we want to keep there. And one way, it's kind of hard to get it off the edge sometimes. So what you can do is you bend it and crack it. This is not like, we want to bend that. This is not like weeding vinyl or iron-on. Nothing like it. Don't try to do it like it. You don't even need any tools. I'm going to bend these. And you'll hear it cracking. And I'm going to take this piece, because it takes, and pull that up. Now, if you get any of this white, that white will probably come up, but do not worry if it has white, because that white is not ink and it will not get on your shirt. And if it does, it's white, but it's not ink, it's paper. So this white will not hurt, because I've seen people have a problem with a lot of white and they're trying to get it off. Don't even bother with that. It will just be a waste of time. There is no reason to even try to get that off. We want to make sure that eye stays there. See, I have a little bit of white right there. We're just going to leave it there. I'm not even trying to get the white off. So if you have questions, put them in all caps so I can see them better. And I will try to read the chat. Wow, I'm getting a lot of white here. And I'm glad I'm getting some white so you guys can see. There's no reason to worry about that white. There's a little bitty hole in here. are little small areas here that are harder to get, but I'm just bending them, pulling them up. I like the sound it makes. Am I weird? The sound it makes when you're weeding it. Yes, Infusible ink will work on anything that is polyester. The higher the polyester count, the longer it will last and not fade. On the Cricut shirts, it does not fade at all. It's permanent forever. They did a lot of research to find the best shirts that work with their products. I'm going to bend this going the other way a little bit. We're getting there. The other pieces aren't like this. We're actually going to reverse weed 2 of the sheets. We're going to be taking the part we want to use on the shirt. We're taking them off the backing. But this one we are not. Oh, the eye, tip of the eye. There we go. And this is also harder because it's bigger. I'm going to cut some of this off. And don't throw away these pieces. You can always use them later. I have a project. I've done 3 videos on scraps, Infusible ink scraps. I just save them in Ziploc bags. No, you do not need a printer with Infusible ink. I do not have a sublimation printer. You do not use a printer at all. Sorry, I did not know it was going to take this long. It doesn't usually take this long, or I would have done it ahead of time. But I did want to show some people how to weed. So many of you have Infusible ink you haven't used yet. It's time to use it. I would start on a small project first. Make sure I weed out the centers, please, before we do this. And it usually comes off in big pieces. And I usually never have any of the white. Birds. It's not wanting to come up. We're just going to stick that bird back down. This is the worst time I've had weeding. I've never had it this bad before. And I think my blade is starting to get dull. I think that's why you get white. This was the last thing I cut. Sticking those birds back down. And the better you bend and crack the cuts, the easier it comes up. Okay, somebody on Facebook says, Melody, I just got my mug pressed last month. I have a lot of Infusible ink, but it looks intimidating. You just have to do it. The Infusible ink will not hurt you. It's okay if you make mistakes. You all have permission to make mistakes because you don't learn unless you make mistakes. That's how I learn everything. I make a lot of mistakes. That's how, when I did hair, I became a hair color specialist. Whenever anybody called in and had a problem with their hair color was a disaster because they tried to color it themselves, I always got all of those appointments because it became very easy for me to fix hair color because I learned how to fix it by making mistakes. I should have charged a lot more for what I did, but I always felt bad when people made mistakes in their hair. Getting out the centers of the letters. And I'm not worried about the white. Okay, because you got to remember this is ink. Anywhere you see that, and it looks brown, and it looks brown in person. It is supposed to be brown until you heat it, and then it will be black. I am going to pull this white piece off just because it was sticking up, and I didn't want it to get in the way of the black. Okay, I'm just double checking it. Okay, I'm going to get rid of all this right now. And you know what? I'm just going to throw this away because I have so much black saved. I have 3 gallon size bags of saved Infusible ink. And if you stick around, I will show you it was my first scrap project, and I really love it. So I will show you how to use your scraps. Okay, where'd our shirt go? Oh, it's over here. First thing we have to do is use a lint roller. You want to use a lint roller, even though it's brand new shirt. We just opened it up. I just cleaned this lint roller. So it's a brand new little sticky piece. And I don't know if you can see that. Yep. Can see it's dirty already. So the reason we want to use the lint roller, I think we should use the lint roller on HTV and everything also, but is because it's going to get off these little specks. These Infusible ink, when it heats up, it turns into a gas and goes inside the fabric of the material. If you have something on top of the shirt, it's going to fuse to that. And then when you wash the shirt and all the lint comes off, all these specks would come off of your shirt. And it will look more distressed or fade or, you know, something like that. So we want to make sure we use a lint roller. Okay, and we also, I'm doing this while I remember, want to put paper inside the shirt because we do not want it to go through the other side of the shirt. And it is not straight. It doesn't have to be straight, but I want it at the top. This paper is probably too big. It's 12 by 12. Okay, now I'm going to just set this on here to make sure that fits. Okay, so this does fit. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Let me move the shirt up a little so you guys can see the bottom. Okay, now this is what we did. I'm gonna move this for a minute. We're gonna press these on first. So this came from this piece. This is like a rainbow piece. And how was it? Let me cut it. Okay, it was like this. So it was kind of like this. I took all this off of it. So this took a second to weed this off. So I have all this I'm going to save for scraps. Totally saving that because that's beautiful. So it cut it out of the backing. So now I can save this, and I'm going to put this back in the box where I got it from. The mermaid rainbow is what this piece came from. And I can use this again. And we have to put the other pieces on it. And I have not weeded those because I wanted to show you we're doing something different. So this one, the middle one, is these two separate pieces. You can't see them. So what we're going to do now is we're going to line these up. We're going to take these off of the backing. So we're going to do the opposite. And then we're going to place them on this piece. So before I do that though, because they're separate, I'm going to, and I moved them down. I didn't want them on the top because that looks more purple, and I wanted them to have more blue. So I moved the cut down on the sheet. And yep, this is gonna go just like it is. So I'm gonna bend and crack this. And then we're gonna pull this piece off. And then we're gonna lay it on there. We're gonna bend and crack this one. Sometimes you have to crack it the other way. So we're pulling these pieces off the backing because we're gonna share the backing for this one. And I'm gonna try to line this up. I'm gonna move it this way, and I'm gonna try to line these sides up and leave a little bit of a space here. This is not a project you should do as your first project for Infusible Ink. I have over 20 videos of Infusible Ink. I have a whole playlist for Infusible Ink. And we're gonna try to match this up, leaving the same space in between and lining it up on the edge of this one. Now, if you don't want to do this, what you could do is you could keep them all on the backing, not cut out this big piece like I did, and just cut them and then lay them on the shirt together. So just cut in between each of them and then lay them on the shirt. And then we have this one. Where's the cutout? There it is. This is the bottom one. And we're taking this one off the backing too. Shirley says her second mug was upside down. When I was training with Cricut on the mug press, I did my first mug upside down. But if you watch my videos, you'll see where we went over that mug and made a new mug. I used scraps and went over it and made a new mug. They have cosmetic bags that you can use for anything. They don't have to be for cosmetics. They have wine bags. Oh, this is gonna fall. Stay there. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side so I can see it better. And I'm gonna try to keep that lined up. I don't think that's lined up. Nope. You know what? I can't get it lined up because I think this one is off. There. Okay, I think that's good. So now what we need to do is we can't just put this on the shirt anywhere because we have to have room for the sunshine up at the top. And before we go any further, let me turn on my Easy Press. Because before we put it down, we need to press this with butcher paper. Butcher paper comes in the boxes of Infusible Ink sheets. And I had butcher paper out somewhere. I'm just gonna grab another one. For every sheet of butcher paper, or for every sheet of Infusible Ink, you get a butcher paper. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. While we're waiting for the Easy Press to heat up, we're going to go to the heat guide. So here's the heat guide. We are using the Easy Press 2. If you only have the original Easy Press, click on that to use that. We also have the Easy Press Mini. In case there's any mistakes around the edges that didn't go real good, I'm going to use the Mini. So I'll have to turn that one on too. So we're going to click on this, and then we're going to select Infusible Ink Transfer Sheet. It's the very bottom one. And we're going to select the material is T-shirt. And we are using an Easy Press matte. So now I'm going to click Apply. So it says 385 for 40 seconds, preheat for 15 seconds. Light pressure, so we don't need to push down too hard, and warm. The supplies, butcher paper, and the design face down. The inside blank white cardstock or 4 layers of butcher paper. Cricut Easy Press mat. Other supplies, the lint roller. Okay, let me see if we're preheating to 285. Or it's 385, right? Okay, 385, and that's for 40 seconds. So I'm gonna hit my timer and make it go to 40 seconds. Okay. So I think, oh, that's me. I meant to go here. I'm waiting for this. So correct, do not use parchment paper. The reason we use butcher paper, and they give it to us for free, is because butcher paper absorbs moisture. So we're going to be absorbing the moisture from the shirt so the ink will get in there properly. Oh, Zella, I see your message. I haven't seen any others because I haven't seen all of them. Yes, have lotion-free hands. Do not do this with any moisture on your hands at all. Wash your hands before you do it and make sure they're dry because we are working with ink. Even though it just seems like cardstock, it's actually ink. And if you get it wet, it will run like ink. It's getting there. It's almost there. So I'm going to go ahead and preheat the shirt. And we're going to start the timer for 15 seconds. It's 40 seconds. So when it hits 25, it'll be 15. Okay. Okay, now we can line that up while we're waiting for that to heat up. Ooh, my paper doesn't go all the way down either. Let me move that down a little. There we go. Okay. I kind of don't want this shirt heated up because heat is what turns this into a gas. And I don't want, well, I guess if I put it this way, I won't have a problem. I just want to make sure that I have enough room on the sunshine above this piece. So if I put this about right there, I think we're going to have enough room. And another thing, just so you know, okay, we're going to put this down. This first layer that I'm putting on is going to fade when I put the second layer on. This layer will lighten. This is why you do not do 2 layers of designs. Make sure it's not on there because I don't think it's completely straight. Get the wrinkles out. Speck of ink above the shine. Oh, and here. Oh, up here. Thank you. I saw that message before, but I didn't understand it. Oh, and there's ink down here. Make sure you get all of the extra ink off your sheet. Thank you, Debbie. I was just looking for things I forgot to weed. Okay. So now we're going to put, and we can keep using this butcher paper as long as it has no ink on it. Now, after pressing this, I should not have any ink on it, so I'm going to use the same paper. After I press this one on, I don't know. It possibly might have some from the shirt because it will already have some on the shirt. So I don't know. I'm going to put it this way though. Okay. Why do you put the design backwards when you are testing for placement? I just wanted to make sure I had it up here. And we put it so the colored side is down. So we see the grid here on the Infusible ink. I just was testing that there was enough room up here. What is the color name of the middle color? It came from the watercolor. Okay, we're all set. I did everything right. I think so. So we want to make sure the easy press covers it all. We do not want to, it says light pressure. So you don't really, oh, I forgot to hit the timer. We do not want to move this around at all. I am going to turn this one on to the top one, just in case any of the corners, like if I did not get this on all the corners or not cover it all, I could use the Easy Press Mini to fix it. No, I did not want to put the words down first. So we're lifting it straight off. I'm going to put the words down second. You can probably put the words down first, but when you take this off, then the words will be lightened a little, and I don't know if they will be all even. The color being even, I mean. Beautiful. That is so pretty. So pretty. Because this is ink, the black ink, if I put that down first, this ink may show through that ink, and then it would show through some of it and not all of it. And that's why I didn't. That is so pretty. These are the watercolor ones, and this is from the rainbow, mermaid rainbow piece. You can't do it all at once with the words first. Believe me, I thought, how can I do this all at once? Unless I sliced all the black through this. Because if I cannot put these on the same one as this. I could take these off and put them on that same one with this, but I don't want to do that letter by letter. So that's why I didn't do it. Okay, so now I'm going to line this up because at the top, these cutouts are made to fit the sunshine. So I'm going to line that up, and it's made to have a little offset. So we used the offset when we did that. And I have a big space at the bottom. So I'm going to make it go a little higher. There we go. I don't know how good these birds are going to do. I might go over these birds. Well, here, I'm going to do it right now. There. Because I feel like I'm not going to get those on there good. I don't know if this is ink. I'm going to get it off. Okay. I'll set the timer. And I don't think it's going to hurt it to go a few extra seconds. So I'm going to do it a little bit longer. I probably shouldn't since I have 2 layers. Just a few seconds. Okay, are we ready? I'm doing it slowly to make sure it's all good, that I covered it all with the iron or with the press. It looks good. And it didn't it did lighten these maybe a teeny bit. Oh, I did get ink on there. Yep, there it is. I thought I got it all off. Maybe we can add something on top of that right there. So make sure you get it all off. But isn't that pretty? I love it. And it didn't matter that it has that white all over it. Can you guys see that white? Yeah. Okay. Yes, there is paper on the inside of the shirt. Isn't that cool? I love how black that is. Yeah, I was thinking I could put a few more birds over here. Could cut out a few birds and put them over here. And I think it looks so good with the raglan shirts. That's awesome. All right, let me show you the shirt I did. If you've missed it, it was like a 3-hour video where I did this. How I did this, and I got lots of different, I've never washed this shirt. It's got stuff on it. I've never wore it. Just, I used a regular pen, not an Infusible Ink pen, and I had it draw the paw and draw the love just with a regular ink pen. And then and that was on laser paper, laser copy paper. And then I glued all these pieces on and then colored in some extra pieces. So there is that video on my channel, in my Infusible Ink playlist. That was fun. And all this ink was completely free because it was scraps that we would normally throw away. So that's why I say to keep your scraps. What time is it? Oh, we got done in an hour. So here it is again. Isn't that cool? I love those colors too. It took me a while to figure out what colors to use. Okay, so since you guys all stayed this late, do you want to see a sneak peek of my Saturday Cricut Joy project? It's underneath all of this Infusible ink. No, this is a youth small shirt, so it's not big. No, you can't reuse the cutout. I have done videos where I've tried that, and you can, but it's very, very faded. Like on this. This is the cutout of the others. There's like not hardly any ink left on these. The black, you're not going to get much off of this. It might look like a light gray. So you could use it. It would just be a different color, very light color. But, and it might not stay. Yes, please, please, please. You want to see a sneak peek. So it's a Cricut Joy project, but in the video will be live on, well, I won't be live, it's recorded. Saturday night at 7 p.m. Eastern, and Mayday Made It on YouTube will also have a video at the same time. And this one, I also show the file I will share in the video. So even if you don't support my channel, you get the file. But you do have to have the Warner Brothers mystery box. It's still available to purchase for another week. It's Frosty the Snowman. And isn't it so cute? And the Cricut, the green and the red are the only colors I cut out besides white. The Cricut drew everything else in. The gray part of the hat I colored in, but the Cricut colored in its nose, mouth, pipe, and everything else. And it has a saying on the inside. I'm not going to show you that yet. You have to watch the video. It's a very nice inside. Melody, do you need glasses? You're squinting. I have glasses that I can see far away. I can't see my computer very well with my glasses. Even though they're bifocals and the bottom of the glasses have nothing, but the tops do. I only use them if I'm driving at night far away, like if I need to see road signs. And I might be squinting because there's bright lights on me too. Thank you for clicking the like button. And thank you for joining me. I really enjoy you guys in the chat. You are wondering what I do with those bags of scraps. Yes. I've made a mug and I made other t-shirts. My son, I think, made a t-shirt also. Oh, Skip. Thank you. You guys, I did a live video on Skip Smith's channel. The Village's Skip Smith. We had fun last night. It's Wednesday Night Live. We do it once a month on the last Wednesday of the month. If you search Skip Smith, The Villages, you will find it. And we played like a Jeopardy game. I did horrible. And then we also played a Family Feud game. And that was a lot of fun. And I won that one. But I don't win. We choose people in the live video to win our prizes. Yes, the card can be cut on the Explorer too. And in the video of the card, I show you how to do that on the bigger machines. It's saved for the Joy, but you can do it on the bigger machines. All right, guys. I will see you, what's today, Thursday? Friday. So every Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern, we go into Design Space and just look at the new images together. So that will be fun. We'll do that tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Can it be cut on the silhouette? No, it is a Cricut Design Space file. So I design all my files in Design Space. I don't make SVGs. They're just Design Space projects. So you don't have to unload or upload. You don't have to download. You don't have to unzip. You don't have all that extra work with SVGs. All you have to do is click open. Now, if you guys make this, I want to see them. Share them with the hashtag Melody Lane Inspired, and you'll also be entered for a $25 giveaway I do every week. So make sure you post. I want to see them. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow and then Saturday.